morning, everyone. Today we have a special episode of Believe It or Not, in which several of our past guests will try to outdo one another with strange and hard-to-believe facts. Each contestant will share his or her most bizarre facts, until we're left with only one winner, who is given the details of an event that is hardest to believe. So let's get started with our guests right now, starting off with contestant number 1.
Did you know your body is creating and killing 15 million red blood cells per second?
That's a lot of blood. Contestant number 2, can you beat that?
I'll try. Did you know in your lifetime you'll eat about 60,000 pounds of food? That's about the weight of 6 elephants.
Again, that's a lot of food. Contestant number 3, what do you have for us?
The world's oldest piece of chewing gum is over 9,000 years old.
Ew. Contestant number 4, what do you have for us?
Did you know a sneeze travels out of your mouth at over 100 miles per hour?
Double ew. But would you look at that? We made it through one round and still have all of our contestants doing fine. Now, we'll be back after this short commercial break.
All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide under a bushel. Hide under a bushel, no! I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let it say it. I'm gonna let it Don't let it say it. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let it say it. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
We're back with round 2 of Believe It or not? Let's kick it off once again with contestant number 1.
Did you know a man named Charles Osborne had the hiccups for 69 whole years?
69 whole years? Can you top that, contestant number 2?
I can. Did you know if you count 24 hours, it'll only take you 31,688 years only to reach 1 trillion. How do you think scientists did it?
Good question. Contestant number 3, what do you have for us?
The longest recorded flight of a chicken was 13 seconds. As you see, the chickens have some major competition.
Must have been some pretty good KFC. Contestant number 4, what about you?
Did you know that windmills always turn counterclockwise? Except for windmills in Ireland.
Can you believe all of these facts that they're coming up with? We'll be back after a totally not sponsored and definitely not paid for performance. lovely, totally not sponsored and definitely not paid for performance that was. But now we're back with round 3. Let's kick it off with contestant number 1.
The placement of a donkey's eyes enables it to see all 4 of its legs at all times.
Bizarre indeed. Contestant number 2.
I see you're wearing lipstick. Did you know most lipstick has fish scales in it? That's why I don't wear lipstick.
Gross. Contestant number 3. Do you have anything more pleasant, maybe?
Okay, don't know if this is more pleasant, but it's illegal to pawn your dentures in Las Vegas. The gross part is what happened to make them enforce that.
Good question. Contestant number 4. What do you have for us?
I'm sorry, but I can't think of any more.
Oh, so sorry. Thank you for playing Believe It or Not. Now we are down to only 3 contestants. And let's see what they have for us next. Starting off once again with contestant number 1.
Did you know there are more plastic flamingos in the U.S. than there are real ones?
That's probably why global warming exists. Contestant number 2, what do you have for us?
I don't think that's why that exists. But anyhow, did you know snails can sleep 3 years without eating? I'll be dead by then.
I think we'd all be dead by then. Contestant number 3, what do you have for us?
Speaking of slimy creatures, slugs have 4 noses. Maybe that's why they're so slimy.
That's a lot of noses. Contestant number 1, what do you have for us?
A hardworking adult can sweat up to 4 gallons per day.
Ew. Contestant number 2, can you beat that?
I think I'm done.
It's really getting tough now. Let's get back to our strange facts though. Starting off with contestant number 3.
Only female mosquitoes bite women, am I right?
Contestant number 1, what do you have for us?
By lying on your back slowly and raising your legs, you can't sink from quicksand.
Handy. Contestant number 3, what do you have for us?
Some Eskimos have been known to keep their food from freezing, not spoiling, but freezing. Which makes sense because they live in snow.
Very true. Contestant number 1, can you beat that?
Termites eat their wood twice as fast while listening to some heavy metal music.
What about you, contestant number 3?
So, a baker from Texas made a fruit cake in the shape of her home state that was 5 feet tall by 6 feet wide and weighed 150 pounds. A very big cake, but too bad it wasn't a chocolate cake.
Contestant number 1, can you put the icing on that cake for us? You've got 5 seconds, contestant number 1. 5, 4, 3, 2.
2,000 years ago, a woman who was a virgin had a baby in a stable. This baby was God's son, who came down to earth to show his love for each one of us. He was later crucified and came back to life, so that if we believe in him, we too can have everlasting life.
Contestant number 3, do you have anything more bizarre than that?
No, I don't think I do.
Well, folks, you heard it right. Well, folks, you heard it right here. That's right. Woman, baby, stable, God's son, came back from the dead, and so on. So it's up to you to believe it or not.
It's not just about the manger where the baby lay. not just about the shepherds or the bright and shining star. Oh, it's not all about the wise men who traveled from afar. It's about the cross. It's about my sin. It's about how Jesus came to be born once so that we could be born again. It's about the stone that was rolled away so that you and I could have real life someday. It's about the cross. It's about the cross. It's not just about the present underneath the tree. It's not all about the feeling that this season brings to me. It's not just about coming home to be with those you love. It's not all about the beauty in the snow I'm dreaming of. It's about the cross. It's about my sin. It's about how Jesus came to be born once so that we could be born again. It's about the stone that was rolled away so that you and I could have real life someday. It's about the cross. The beginning of the story is wonderful and great, but it's the ending that can save you, and that's why we celebrate. It's about the cross. It's about my sin. It's about how Jesus came to be born once so that we could be born again. It's about to a tree. It's about every drop of blood that